This is Chris Phoenix, the premier cruiserweight of the Southeast. And you're watching the Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson.
Cause we're always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hashtag Truth. Tonight, we have the one, the only, the premier cruiserweight in the Southeast, Mr. Chris Phoenix. How you doing, man?
That's right. Hey, I'm doing great, brother. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, thank you, man. You have taken North Carolina wrestling by storm, man. Every time we look up, there's Chris Phoenix, and he's doing a great job, man. How has the last year or so been treating you? I mean, with the COVID and all that, I mean, you're still wrestling a lot of matches, so you're doing great.
Yeah, it's weird. I think you met me whenever Chad Scott brought us down to what was then EWF at the Haliatsko Memorial Cup. You met, it was me, Chase, Braden, Lexi, and a couple of other cats. I don't remember who all was there. And then, man, did I suck. Now, I suck a little bit less. I suck a little bit less, but, whenever everything really started to take off was whenever COVID was going on. But with that being said, my experience has been a little bit different, but I've been super, super blessed to be able to do the things that I'm doing and to be able to wrestle every weekend at this point almost. And yeah, man, it's been treating me pretty well.
Without doubt, man. Let me tell you. Let's get some of these. Joshua Tesner said, "Hey guys,
what's going on, buddy?"
Taylor, who I know is a huge fan, it's Chris.
I love that girl.
Ben Wolf, hello, Chris and Scott.
What's going on, brother?
Alexander Polk said, "What's up, Scott?" There's Chris Phoenix here. That's what's up. Speaking of HWA, old EWF, Joey Godfrey, HWA fan club president. That would be me. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, we did. I did meet you down there, man. And I've watched you ever since then. And you are one of these guys that are up and coming. You're getting all over the place. You're wrestling a lot up there in Lincolnton at the Center Arena for a lot of different shows. You're up in Tennessee. You're up there for 505 Live, which is very interesting, and we're going to talk about that during one of our segments. So hold off on the 505 Live stuff. Sure. We're definitely going to jump into that. But yeah, you're going all over the place. You're getting a lot of looks, and that's a good thing in wrestling, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the number one thing right now, especially me being just so young in my career, I'm still super green. I think the exposure and the experience are the two things that I'm looking forward to the most of getting under my belt right now. So exposure, getting some eyes on you, and getting enough people to tell you what you're doing wrong. Mixture of those two things is what's going to help me out in the long run, I think.
There you go. Speaking of some of your good friends, Kyler's telling us that the audio is messed up. I hope it corrects itself. If it doesn't, please let me know, because I've been having problems all week, and I really don't want the problems to continue. But thank you, Kyle, for letting me know.
Is anybody else having that issue?
Yeah.
You know?
Please let me know. Please let me know. Speaking of good friends, there's Nadia saying, "Hey,
Charisma.
Chris." There you go.
Hey, you know,
Cole Maccabee. Cole Maccabee of PWU says, "Good evening, gentlemen."
It's a great show down there. I've got somebody that work for him.
James Roberts says, "Get dressed, Chris. Your match is next." That's good. I love that. That is awesome. I love it.
That Braden Marshall pulled probably one of the best ribs ever. I'm coming down. I'm driving on the way to the venue. I'm doing commentary that night, and Kyle goes, "Hey man, here's the thing. Somebody didn't show. We got you and Buggy right." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Yeah, you got your gear right." I'm like, "Bro, like I always got my gear. Like, you know, like I go to the
I'm
mall.
a wrestler. I've always got my
Yeah,
gear.
you know what I
Hello.
mean? Like, yeah, man. Like I went on the vacation to the beach and I brought my gear like just out of habit. And like she was like, "Why are you bringing that?" I was like, "I don't know. It's already in the car." You never know when a wrestling match is going to happen. But I get there, and then eventually I learned that I'm actually not wrestling. But Braden was going to let me go all the way up until I was in Gorilla before he was going to tell me that I wasn't wrestling that night. So he's a dick for that.
Oh God, you gotta love it. You gotta love it when wrestlers rib you like that, man. That brings a brotherhood together, man. And you've probably got a million of those stories, even though you're still young in your career. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've been traveling to shows and you guys rib each other. It's got to be a fun time in your life right now,
dude. It's awesome. You know that's predominantly like one of the big reasons why I wanted to get into wrestling is reading the memoirs and seeing the documentaries and hearing about all this camaraderie and this brotherhood, you know. And I've been super blessed to make a lot of friends. And it was like a weird time when I started wrestling. Like I was just out of high school. I just finished my first semester in college. And then I was in that weird transition of like everybody is off doing their own thing. And, you know, I'm kind of doing this and doing that. And then it's like, dude, like some of these guys, like a lot of these guys I talk to every single day. Braden's one of those people. I talk to him every day. Oh, no.
Yeah, I know you do. I've got to put this up on the screen, brother. I got to put two things up. We got to lead into the second part. Let me find it because there's a lot of people talking. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and talking to me and Chris tonight. I appreciate every one of you. Here we go. Where are you, man? I know you're there. There it is. All right. We always talk about who trained you. Well, we know Chad Scott had a lot to do with it. So he said it's all about that phenomenal training.
That's right, brother.
And then he turns around and he says this, and there's a story behind this, and I'd love to hear it. He said, "Ask him about the show in the strip club in Charlotte." You're laughing, so it has to be true, man. What happened?
Oh man, it's not like me and Chad went up there and just had a good time, just rocking and rolling, you know, making it rain. That's not what it was. It was I'm not gonna name the company.
Now be careful. I know there's somebody sitting there next to you on the couch, so be careful of your next few words.
Yeah, exactly. No, she's off another room watching. Actually, nah, man, it's
okay, good deal.
It was the first time we were ever like venturing out, and Chad Scott, like me, Chase, and Braden all have like the same impersonation for Chad. So if you've never heard it, Chad, you're gonna love this. He goes, "Well, you gotta go. We got a show, Mooney's Lounge. And he's like, "What?" And he's, "Yeah, man, cool. We got a booking outside somewhere. Yeah. It's like, "Oh, it's in Charlotte." I'm like, "Charlotte, man, bro. I'm 18 years old. Like I've been doing this like 4 months. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a nice venue. It's in Charlotte, brother. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking the damn city.
You've already hit the big time."
We pull up, man, and the show's outside, and I was like, you know what? No, man, like I didn't think it was gonna be big time, but I thought it was gonna be a bar show. Like I thought it was going to be, you know, like people in there, like having a good time. Pretty good. We get in there. It's in the middle of the day. I'm like, "Hey, man, this is kind of weird." And then we walk outside. I'm like, okay, it's outside. I see this all the time. And then, you know, brother go gets the key to unlock the locker room, and we're going to there's champagne rooms, and there's disco balls, and I look at Chad and I go,
What have you brought me to, brother?
I go, bro, you got us booked into a freaking strip club. He goes, hey, wrestling's wrestling, brother. And then I'm like, dude, if we had a black light in this room, I'd probably puke. Like, holy crap. Nah, man, bro. That being said, that was the same day I met you, man. We did like 3 or 4 shows in one day.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
we did. Yeah, it was like a group of us, and we did.
Now there's one thing that I do remember about that day, and maybe you could collaborate on that. We were talking last night about professionalism in the business. When I met you guys at that HWA show, all you guys were dressed to the hilt, man. You guys look good, and man, the first impressions went a long way with me. Every one of you guys are rising stars now, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, Chad Scott, a man who I love very dearly. He got me my start in the game in this sometimes amazing industry, all the time amazing industry. That's a joke, but I love wrestling. But he was like, we're a professional. We go out. You represent me. You represent everything else. You guys aren't going to be the guys to show up in basketball shorts and like a cutoff t-shirt. And, so, and the man that I train with now, Lodi, says the same thing. You dress like a professional. It's called professional wrestling. So
that's right.
Especially if it's my first time to the event, always like nice pants or, just like nice khaki shorts, but usually like nice pants, good jeans, a collared shirt or a button up. One of the two. I think that goes a long way, and a lot of people don't really understand that,
Right. Without a doubt. Ben Wolf has a question. He says, who is your favorite person to wrestle?
Dude. Again, I've been super blessed to be in the ring with a lot of really good guys. A guy that I've had like 1,010,000 matches with is going to be Braden Marshall, right off the top of my head, right there. Boom. Peter Bilt, who now is doing some wrestling for the Christian Wrestling Federation in Dallas. One of my favorite people. Franco Varga was fun. Nathan Cross was a good time. Those guys always push me to the limit. So, and I know I'm forgetting guys. Oh my goodness, K.O. Mari.
Yes, you and Kay had a great match. I think I was there that night. That blew the roof off. Now I have to ask you this question because I was there at the show, but I was doing the door. I was actually the person taking the tickets and taking the money at the door for that show. Your match was going on, and I just happened to walk outside to do some business. Some people were trying to get into the show, and they said that you became Spider-Man for a few minutes. Tell me about that.
Oh, that wasn't Kay. That was me versus Draco, another guy you can find on 505 Live. Yeah. He's one of the School of Morton originals. Draco, who I know very well at this point, done a lot of traveling together. Yeah, dude. Idea came out of nowhere. So sure enough, if you've ever been to the Center Arena, and I know everybody and their mom runs out of that place now, so which is a good thing. So there's the ring, and then there's 2 walls, and there's the door, and then there's the crowd, there's the audience right there.
Yeah.
So the audience, brother goes to throw a shot, I move out the way, and then I post my arms up on the rope, and then my feet are on the wall, and I just walk up the wall with my feet. Draco turns around, and then boom, right there with a shoulder tackle or clothesline or something. I don't remember what it was, but I jumped off the wall, and that people went crazy for that. So that was pretty cool.
The place erupted. I was outside. I literally heard the eruption outside, and when I came back in, I was like, "What happened? Oh, you missed it. Chris Phoenix became Spider-Man." I was like, "What?" Dadgummit. Somebody catch. I was walking around. Somebody catch that on video. It's good times.
You can see all the time wrestling on Pivot Share. Gotta plug it, brother. Yeah.
Without a doubt, man. Cole McElbee says during the strip club wrestling show, how many of the boys got paid but still went home broke?
The strip club wasn't active. It wasn't a strip club. It was a wrestling event that day that just happened to have some champagne rooms. Yeah, Well, but no, what happened? What
I've
happened
never
after
had
the game?
I've never had a wrestling show described like that. It was just a wrestling show with champagne rooms.
Yeah, man. Nah, yeah. So, no, that's funny. No, if it was actually some of the guys in the locker room, I'm sure would have spent their envelope and then some. So,
Right? Without a doubt. So we're going to take a quick break right here. We're going to do a small commercial for Excalibur Championship Wrestling, one of my many sponsors. And then right after that, we're going to run a promo that Chris did out there at the Center Arena. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and a lot more. So you guys come back. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
The unleashing of a force beyond your imagination. The awakening of Excalibur.
All right, there you go. We're going to head right into his promo right here, and then Chris will be right back.
Dude! What are you doing out here?
I don't like that look on your face.
Oh, God. I don't like the look on his face.
You know, I've been thinking about it ever since they announced Navy Van Calvin. Navy Van Calvin with an impressive debut and a triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. He's coming back to Titan. He's coming back to Titan. Navy Van Calvin, right? Yeah! Navy Van Calvin. This man is the future. This man is a hot up-and-comer.
Yes, that's right.
Last time I checked, it wasn't even a year ago that I was the hot up-and-comer in the Southeast. I was the next big thing.
Yeah, so what?
And it all started in Lincoln, North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Now I suck. Here's the thing. I've been here and I've been putting in the work. Navy Van Calvin might be the future, but Chris Phoenix is the present.
Now, what?
There's nobody that can tell me otherwise, and that is a fact.
Oh, yeah, okay.
See, I killed myself in this very ring. I destroyed my body in a ladder match to entertain you people.
You're still standing.
I've been putting in the work for the past year and a half, and you guys are going to go and award this new title, this new moniker to Navy. I don't need this because Titan has not put me in a position to win in the past ever since they opened up the doors. Titan has not given me an opportunity to excel, and it's the fans' fault. Everybody, you can shut your mouth. You can shut up. Shut up. Sit down.
You're out.
Fatty Madam Jambalaya. Here's the thing. Chris Phoenix is the president, and if Navy Van Calvin has an issue with it, he can take it up with me personally. Thank you.
Oh, he will. He's going to beat you down, son.
There you go. What a promo, man. You had haters out there, man. What do you think about
Man, I got
that?
haters. I got haters everywhere I go. I got people literally in my messenger like today telling me like, "Oh, you suck." Ah, dude, yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, man. The thing with that is, like realistically, legitimately, it kind of frustrated me a little bit. That's not me just cutting a promo. I mean, Chris Phoenix is the present, right? A year ago, I was a hot up and comer, and now it's Navy. So me and him going wrestle a little bit in Lincoln, you know. We're going,
Right?
yeah, man. It's actually
So
hard
speaking
going
of some
back.
of them guys up there in Lincoln, man, you are coming in, and now you're going to see a lot of these matches. Every one of the clips tonight is from the Center Arena. So you guys saw the two walls he was talking about right there where he did Spider-Man. I couldn't find the clip. I really tried, but I couldn't find it. I really wanted that one, but Oh, well, you can't have everything. So we have another question here. Speaking of SOM, James, I think this is a dual account,
Yeah,
but Chris, about time, all the doubters that question you about working for SOM, it's paid off in the end. So tell us a little bit about SOM, man. School of Morton and going up there and working with them guys and what it has meant to your career.
Man, it's awesome. I love School of Morton. My favorite part about School of Morton is the locker room. They got a lot of really, really, really talented guys over there. And if anybody can, I would absolutely recommend for you guys to give that show a look because it's really good. Yeah, man. School of Morton. That was like one of the first like super long drives I ever had to make for wrestling. I met them I met Ricky and Carrie at a Titan show in Gastonia, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in Gastonia, and they told me, come up to the school, and I said, you know what, I got a day off tomorrow. Why not? I'm always wrestling anyway, so why not just drive up a little bit to do the wrestling instead of 25 minutes? So went up there and got put on the show immediately. Trained the first day. I got to roll around and train a little bit with Kerry Morton and Roman Roselle. So that was really cool there that they took the time out of their day to kind of, work out with us. And it's paid off a lot more exposure. A lot more people know who I am. I'm the X Division champion over there right now. So that's good stuff. Yeah, man, School of Morton, that's an awesome show.
Kyle said you didn't have a day off.
Didn't have a day off. Yeah. I didn't have that day off.
There's a lot of people over here asking you about, have you wrestled this guy? What can you handle this guy? Let me throw a few of those at you. Joey Godfrey said, "Can you handle Luscious Lenny?"
I can't handle being in the same locker room as Luscious Lenny, man. I don't know what I'd be able to do wrestling that guy. Holy crap! It's amazing. I don't think that dude's wrestled in 2 years, and people are still talking about him.
Right? Chuck Winchester, my partner, said, "You better say Brian Thrill. If you don't say his name, he's going to kill you."
That's not. You got to read it like Chuck.
I'm going to let you do your impression. That's the next question. But tell us about Brian Thrill.
Brian Thrill was one of the head trainers. Brian Thrill was one of the head trainers at the School of USA Main Event. Trained me whenever I was first coming up along there with Chad Scott, and Brian beat the crap out of me every night. And that's not me being like, oh, well, he beat me up. No, like this dude beat the crap out of me every night.
Right.
Yeah, man. Good guy. Love him to death.
Now we're going to get into, I hear you're quite the impressionist, that you do impressions. So this is the part of the show up until our next commercial break where we want to hear some of these impressions. I know you do a good "I am righteous." Let's hear the "I am righteous."
Oh, well, what do you want me to say? What am I saying?
Anything that I am righteous. Do an "I am righteous" promo.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is I Am Righteous, and I am the boomer of boom and the bringer of bang and the wagga da dagga da dagga da down. And I am the manager's manager. In quiet of recently with a dead of blow, whatever the hell he says, I am the collector of champions. Now, let me tell you right here, New Age villains, the future, Nathan Cross, and God's gift to professional wrestling, Ryan Riley. I am righteous. And every Thursday you can watch a Slapdown Digicast. And if you ain't watching that, you got to watch a Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson.
That's pretty close, man. That's pretty close. I got to give it to you. That's pretty close. He's going to kill me for saying that, but that's pretty close.
Man,
so what other? Go ahead.
Let me
ask me a question.
Do you really think it's a good impression, or are you just saying that because he's on your show now? Because now, let me tell you. I don't think it sounds anything like me. Yeah, that's my righteous.
So who else do you do? Who else do you do other than I Am Righteous?
Oh, I don't know. Gosh.
Come on, man. You travel the road with Braden Marshall. Do you do a good Braden Marshall?
Here's the thing, man. I am Braden Marshall. I don't even like anybody. Here's the thing. And my biggest issue is why the hell are you going to be in a wrestling ring wearing a freaking t-shirt? You don't even look like a wrestler. I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense. And my thought process behind it is, if you're going to wear a t-shirt, at least have a go with your character. But I mean, hey man, you just look like, I can't say some of these things on here. I might be kids watching, but yeah. All right.
I'm pretty sure Braden Marshall is looking at that going, yeah, spot on, brother. Spot on.
I guarantee you word for word he's saying, I can hate that kid. That's what he's saying.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great intro into my clip of you wrestling, said Braden Marshall. Let's go ahead and play that clip right quick. This is the end of you and Braden Marshall going at it.
When it comes to these clutch situations that you need to have to get up, to retain your title, to not lose the match, to hit the pay window. Phoenix is doing something, going on the top. He went for a top rope famouser, rolls out of it. Braden Marshall went for a lariat, missed. DDT by Chris Phoenix. Could this be it? We got a cover. 2. Braden Marshall once again showing that clutch grit that he's somewhat known for. You can hit this man with a lot of offense, and sometimes he will just keep getting up and up and up, and there's not many people can do about it, as Chris Phoenix goes to the top rope for, if he hits this, will be the finish, because I do not see Braden Marshall getting up from this. Frog Star Splash. 2. And Braden got up. Are you kidding me? How did Braden Marshall kick out of that move? That was a frog splash that would take me out. That probably would take all the air out of my chest. We're taking me to the ER. Yet Braden Marshall was able to get up at the count of 2 and 9.999 Are you kidding me? He just low-blowed Chris Phoenix while distracting the referee. It's almost... Don't do that. Is this it? Is this... What a brain buster by Braden Marshall. And the cover. 2, 3, and your winner, and still the Lone Star Texas champion, Braden Marshall.
Your winner, Braden Marshall.
Now, I played that video for 2 reasons. Not to show you that you lost, because
really. You invite me on your show, man. You sit here, do the thing. I spend like 10, 15 minutes trying to get the damn StreamYard to work, and then you're gonna, and then they're gonna show a clip of me taking a brain buster and looking at the lights. What? Come on, man.
No. Now see, look. I'm leading you into what's going on now, because after that, somehow you two made buddy, and now you're a tag team going all over the place, correct?
That's right. Yeah, everywhere.
So he must have knocked some common sense into you to team up with him. I mean,
I'm taking so many of those freaking brain busters, dude. I can like smell the CTE coming.
Well, I can tell that because of the hat you're wearing, but that's okay.
Come on, man.
I had to go there. I had to go there.
We didn't win in the game last night, brother. Here we go. Suck the biceps on that
one. He said facts. You ate a lot of those brain busters.
Yeah, I did.
James says, "Come on, little blue chews, do it." That is a big thing. Tell me about the little blue chews. You guys got to tell me about that. What's up with that? Every show you guys are on, that comes up. Come on, man.
Do you know what blue chew is?
Yeah, I know what a blue chew is. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, it's so funny because every single like wrestling podcast that there is, as they're sitting there talking about blue chew, like every single one, Jericho's, hey man, and with my code Jared Tron 9000, you can get 50% off blue chew, and it's like, dude, it's funny. There was a guy up in Tennessee, and I don't know if he wants me to get on the information, so I'll keep it kayfabe, and I won't say his name. But he was he got big 80s gimmick, right? Super cool dude, hilarious. And he's talking there and he's cutting a promo and talking about, oh brother, And whenever I get going, I just take a good little thing of Blue Chew. He reaches into his fanny pack and pulls out like 2 things of Blue Chew right there. He had it on him. And that was like, I've never laughed so hard. And ever since then, it's like, hey, man, Blue Chew. And there's a bunch of other like jokes that we got that like ribs we put on each other that I'll tell you whenever this goes off the air. But yeah, man, it's pretty funny stuff.
You have to tell me about some of those. That is
one of our like million inside jokes we got.
One of your arch nemesis, Nathan Cross, laughed at it. He thought it was pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, here's another arch nemesis of yours. Chris, nice Arizona State tattoo. Are you a big fan of Aquaman? Either way, it's kind of goofy looking. Uh-oh, you got to explain some of this, man.
Nah, Chase is goofy looking. You see the cauliflower is on that guy? What? Where the heck, man? Come on.
Well, one of the clips I'm going to show later on in probably about 10 minutes or so is you versus Chase Emery. So you guys have went toe-to-toe. What do you think about Chase?
I love wrestling. Chase always pushes me to my limit. I think like my style, I do a lot of technical based stuff, and Chase is one of the guys that not only can go toe to toe, but will best me, because that dude is legitimately like a state champion, like Division I wrestler athlete. So I mean, that guy's the real deal.
He is a big guy. I'm scared of this. Kyle says you could tell them about the kayfabe in. Boy, we're getting deep up in here. We're finding out big time stuff about you guys behind the scenes. What's the kayfabe in?
The kayfabe in is the spare bedroom at the Breda Marshall compound. That's what the kayfabe in is. And oh man, I mean, he said I can tell you about it. So went to stay the night at Braden's house not too long ago, and gosh, what was it? We were doing some kind of loop when we were going to Tennessee the next day, and we had just wrestled the night before, and Charlotte was in the middle of everything. So we're like, you know what? It was me and a bunch of other guys and girls, and we stayed the night. And then I was the first one to get there. He goes, all right, man, come on up. Let me show you rooms. Put your bags down. Yeah, I was like, all right, man, cool. So get up there, and then, you know, most hotels, whenever you check in, you go into the door, they got like a mint on the pillow, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Packet of Blue Chew right there. Packet of Blue Chew on the pillow. He bought that just to pull that rib. And then I turn around, I'm pissing myself. And he's sitting there just slapping the biceps, brother. Oh,
Never a dull moment. See, he went on there. Hashtag you wouldn't do it. Oh my God. Okay, we got one more impression you got to do, because there's one person that everybody keeps putting up here. Okay. Smiley said you got to do the Little Donnie impression. Philip Queen says you got to do the Little Donnie impression. So let's hear your impression of Little Donnie. This we got to see this one, brother.
Well, I'll wrestle Hurricane Hounds one time, and just I don't like John Cena. I messed up the arm drag. I wrestled. Yeah. I like Jake Manning. He gives me good booking.
They keep going back to the Blue Chew, man. That was a great impression, by the way. But then Nathan Cross says that's hospitality, man. That's hospitality.
Right. That's hospitality. How many other guys you know that's willing to just lay down, buy a packet of Blue Chew just for you?
That's going to become a hashtag on the hashtag truth from now on. Sponsored by, that is great. I love it. That is totally comical. The Bassmaster wants me to ask you about him. What do you think of the Bassmaster?
I think there's not very many guys that I've seen. No. Legitimately, there's not a lot of guys that I can see that bust their tail for the shows. You're not going to find anybody sell as many tickets as a Bassmaster does. That dude hustles out getting people to come to the show. So for that, I applaud you, man. That's very good.
Right. It is, and without a doubt, and I like his gimmick. I have to tell you, I do like his gimmick. I wish somebody, and I'm putting it out there for you. I wish somebody would do his riverbank match that he wants to do, no holds barred on the riverbank or whatever. I would love to see somebody step up and do that with him. That would be totally cool.
Yeah, man. Somebody will one day take a drive down to the riverbank, and then we'll see what happens there.
Nathan Cross says you need a Chris Phoenix intro to hashtag Truth plugging Blue Chew. That's great. I love it without a doubt, man. I love getting the behind the scenes stuff. This is the good stuff you get on hashtag Truth, man. I love that. Now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break right here, and when we come off the break, we're going to show a clip of you wrestling one Chase Emery. So we'll be back in just a second after these messages. Let's get the message up first. There you go.
Chris Phoenix kicks out at the count of two, but I don't know how his ribs are right now. That was brutal what Chase Emery just did to him. And it looks like Chase Emery's looking for the top rope. Chase Emery's climbing the top rope. That's the power of Chris Phoenix as well. He will wear you out over the course of the match because of his heart, because of his resiliency. But Chris Phoenix is now back up to his feet. Clubbing forearm to Chase Emery on the top rope. Chris Phoenix
losing his footing here. Doesn't quite have everything about him yet. He's going for that superplex, though. Oh, and he hits it.
Goodness, hits a superplex on the Chase Emery from the top.
And he can't go for the pin because both men took equal amounts of damage. Chris Phoenix took more, I think, because he had to lift up a man 40 pounds heavier than him. The crowd's trying to get both men back into it so they can get on the feet. The ref's count, and he's at... Is that the time? Ref is waving off. We've hit the time limit again. That they were allowed 2 more minutes.
This match is a no contest. They have reached the time limit.
The crowd wants 5 more minutes.
Now they went on. You guys went on for about another 10 minutes in that match, and it still ended up in a draw. So you two are well matched against each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, that dude. No, I like, and here's the thing with that, right? Like we trained together, like we started together. And if there's anybody that knows Chris Phoenix, it's Chase Emery. I mean, the three of us. It's me, it's Brady Marshall, and it's Chase Emery. You know, we all three of us know the others like the back of our own hands. So.
Oh my God, Kyle is not going to let Nathan let you plug Blue Chew. That's his thing, man. They're not going to quit on this, man. They're just going to keep going. But yeah, man, Chase Emery
his royalty check he's trying to get. It's his royalty check.
Yeah,
he doesn't want anybody else
right.
to get away from him. And free Blue Chew. That's what he's really in it for.
He wants the free Blue Chew. Man alive. Well, let me tell you, you got a match coming up. Somebody asked about it earlier. Let me find it. It'll take me just a second to find it. Where are you? Because there's a lot of people talking. Again, thank you. Thank you for all showing up. But here we go. Joshua Tesner said, how are you feeling about you and Lexi Steele versus Jacob Ryan and Selena Rose? It's an upcoming match.
I'm feeling good about that, you know, and that's one of the cool things is that I've never wrestled Jacob Ryan. Lexi has never ever wrestled Selena Rose. Like, this is going to be a first time that any of the four of us have ever like stepped in the ring together. So that's going to be a good one for sure. I've been following those guys for a while now. So
without a doubt, and I have to ask you this because you've wrestled at a lot of places. You're calling yourself the premier cruiserweight. Is there any like belt or person out there rivalry that you're looking to achieve a title from or a championship from?
Wherever you can find me right now, wherever I'm wrestling, wherever I'm working for, that's I want to climb to the mountain of that. Right now, I'm the X Division champion. I hold the X Division championship for School of Morton 505 Live. So that's one check off the list, right? But there's none that I'm really, there's none. That's not the whole list. I want to be on the top of the mountain of all of them. American Lucha Wrestling, I'm looking for the tag team championships right now. Me and Braden Marshall, we want the tag team championships. Titan Wrestling, I want the heavyweight championship. AWC, I want the heavyweight championship. Uprise, I want the heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? And I'm not even the heavyweight. I'm the
you don't have to be a heavyweight to win a heavyweight championship now. That's a disclaimer.
I never lost the USA Main Event Championship. I've never lost the USA Main Event Cruiserweight Junior Heavyweight Championship either. So, I've got that one under my belt too. Whenever that comes back, look forward to that.
Oh, without a doubt. Man, I'm telling you, these guys, they're not letting the Blue Chew go, man. But anyway, Chase Emery said, only time I'll go to the top rope is when I have no other choice to. Chris really pushed me that night. Props to you, man.
Appreciate that, man. So, Chase, like I said, man, Chase is one hell of a competitor, and I'll give that to him any day of the week.
Now I have to give some respect to you also, because I have to tell you, man, for all these people that are coming on here and talking, a lot of them are your fellow wrestlers, are wrestlers that you compete against, are wrestlers that you compete with. There's a lot of them out here talking it up. So you've got a lot of respect in the wrestling scene here in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee, man. So my respects to you. It's awesome to see that, man. It really is.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's one of the things that I strive for, is the respect for my peers. So that's awesome.
I got to do it, man. James Johnson said, we salute you. And Kyle Teller said, thank you, James Johnson.
Brother.
Jordan Payne.
We have other inside jokes, guys. Come on.
Right. They're giving them all away. Jordan Payne of No Pain, No Gain Wrestling Podcast said, 4 amazing talents right here on the show all together talking, man. That is cool. That is totally cool. So absolutely. you just let the cat out of the bag for everybody who doesn't know, and I'm glad you did, because you are the X Division champion up at 505 Live. Who on that roster is chasing you right now? Who is that guy that is just a thorn in your side? Do you know who the next person is that is going to challenge you for that title?
I don't know who's first in line. I don't have the stat sheet, so I'm not here booking the matches. But I know Tommy Django's up on that list. Being a smaller guy, I like to think that Nathan Cross is on that list. That's a guy that I'm excited to just beating the crap out of again. Gosh, who else is there? I just successfully retained against Draco once again. So. Yeah, right now I know it's Tommy. I know Tommy's creeping up. I know K. Omari has texted me personally saying he's coming up because he wants that strap. So
right, without a doubt. Taylor's giving you a huge compliment. You are so talented no matter who he wrestles. It's a great match, and I have to agree with you. I have not yet seen a bad Chris Phoenix match. I can honestly say that. And I've seen him wrestle all over the place.
They're out there, believe me. No, I mean, it's hard because I'm my own worst critic, and Braden Marshall's a close second. So like you showing clips of the promos and the matches, man, like y'all can't see it, but I'm cringing. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is bad. But hey, man.
See, that's what I like about you and some wrestlers that are out there. You're looking, and I guarantee you, we're looking as fans going, oh, this is great, but you're critiquing yourself. I saw you looking at those. You were like, ooh, I did that wrong. Ooh, I could see it in your eyes, man. It was like, ooh, I could have done that better. I could see it. And then when you got the 1, 2, 3 with Braden Marshall, you just sat back like, oh man, I blew that one.
Yeah, I did.
but yeah, that's a good thing though. That makes me as a fan know you're hungry. You want to be one of the best of the best. You're reaching out, man. And speaking of that, you like you said, you're still kind of green in the business, but you've been here long enough to be in a lot of matches already. Through USA Main Event, through all the places you've been over the last 2 years. Tell me, what would the Chris Phoenix now tell the Chris Phoenix that started when you started this venture back in USA Main Event? What information would you give him to make yourself better now?
Slow down. It's gonna come. Slow down in every sense of the word. Slow down in the ring. Relax. Slow down. Stop worrying about all this and that. Like, you'll get there. I think. I would call my trainers all the time, like, man, this sucks, and man, like, I'm really bad, and they'd be like, dude, you're good for where you are. You want to be great now. It takes time. Just don't stop. I mean, I've had the same mentality, and I've had the same drive back then as I do now. I don't have days off. I mean, today has been the one night of the week. Usually it's one night of the week I'm not training or wrestling. And it was nice tonight because, dude, I'm sore. I wrestled 5 matches this past weekend, 5 or 6. I think it was 5. I wrestled 5 matches this past weekend. And whenever I woke up Monday morning, dude, I could not get out of my bed.
Now I can see this. I remember watching you when you first started, and we're showing clips that are more recent, but you could tell the difference from old Chris Phoenix to the now Chris Phoenix, especially you got 6-pack abs now, bro. Did you know that? Your promo pic, man, you're showing off the abs, man.
Yeah, that was a good diet day. That's why that was there. No, man, no, I'm kidding. No,
I'm pretty sure the young ladies out there appreciate that diet.
Well, I don't think that's the case. If it is the case, Lex is gonna have a ball with that. So we'll see. No, man. That's honestly the hardest part right now. Is just I am the premier cruiserweight, but even for cruiserweights, I'm small. So I mean, that's the big thing right now. And again, I'll put him over a little bit too hard. But Braden, always, like, we go out to eat, and it's like, all right, is that everything? Do you want dessert? And then every time he wants 2 more chicken breasts. And it's like, dude, no, I don't.
James Johnson said, just saying, 190 pounds, I compete with heavyweights, but I'm always ready to get down with some cruiserweights. So have you had a match with James Johnson yet, the tie-dyed Sunrise?
I haven't had a match with the tie-dye Sunrise, but I've been begging for it for like months at this point. I want to wrestle James. I'm putting it out there now. Somebody please book Chris Phoenix versus James Johnson. I'm begging you. Oh my goodness gracious. That's with real quick, if I can, just put it out there. There's been a lot of guys who have been crucial to my career, my development, but James Johnson is one of those guys who I call pretty frequently and always sitting them up like, hey man, like, you want to go work out tonight, or do you want to train? Or and the answer is always yes. Every single time, he's always ready to go and hungry and help out these other cats that want to get better. And he's always giving me the advice of, James, thank you. And if you guys don't know James, or you've never booked James, put him on your show.
Yes, without a doubt. I can tell you as a podcast, I'm not even a part of the business. I'm not even a wrestler, but anytime he's on my friends list, and when I shoot him a message or ask him a question or ask him advice, Mr. Man on the spot, no joke. He answers me as soon as he can, and I give him full respect for that, man. He is one of the guys in the business that if he can help you out, he's there for you.
One of the most professional in the entire game. So if you've never went up to the guy and shook his hand, please do that. He won't bite. He might headbutt, but he won't bite.
He might headbutt, but he won't bite. I love it. He said, "Dear God, I say I'm going to punch you in the face, and you get sappy on me, kid." Oh no!
I'm gonna kill this dude, man. Like I said, you know what? Somebody book it. Somebody please book it right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talking about punch me in
That's
the
what
face.
I'm talking about.
Getting sappy. Come on, brother.
Right, right,
Come on, man. He's a
right.
good guy. I'm sorry.
I think. Hey, Thomas Scott, I'm calling you out. Thomas Scott, book this match for Titan Wrestling Southside. I want to see it. I want to see it. There you go. Without a doubt.
Like I said, James is gonna like get on to me about being sappy, but hey, the show's the hashtag truth, and that's all I'm speaking. James Johnson is that guy. So
there you go, right, without a doubt. We're gonna do our last commercial break. We're gonna do a quick commercial for L&L Fence Company, and when we come back out of it, we're gonna show a quick clip of you versus Tyler Aiken. And then we're going to let you tell everybody where to find Chris Phoenix on the internet before we take this home. So we'll see you guys in just a second.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
She's back one of his own. Phoenix with another one. She's back one of his own. Phoenix with another one.
But as you said previously, this is not
where with a right hand.
This is not where Chris Phoenix wants to be, but he's firing off numerous shots.
Chris Phoenix getting the momentum here. Tyler Aiken looking for that clothesline again, but Phoenix ducks it, hits him with that big knee.
We've seen this before. Is he going to go for another knee?
Big knee in the corner there. We've seen this. He may follow this up. He should be following this up with a bulldog
right here. Big bulldog as he goes for the pin. Rolls him up. 1, 2. And Aiken kicks out at the count of 2 from that.
Face to the mat there with Tyler Aiken kicking out at the count of 2.
Phoenix calling for that he's done, that he's going to hit him with this. Aiken counter.
Huge sling blade there from Tyler Aiken. Takes Chris Phoenix down.
Both men have taken each other to a limit right now as both men are trying to stand up on their feet or at least crawl to make a pin as Aiken is the first to do. 2. Chris Phoenix gets up at the count of 2 from that, but both men, I don't know how much damage they've dealt to each other.
Yeah, both men got to be dipping into the reserves here.
Why won't you die?
Aiken asking Phoenix, why won't he die? Seems to have angered Chris Phoenix as he hits him with a super kick. Another devastating knee. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Chris Phoenix wins.
There you go. You disappeared on me for a second. That's okay.
I know.
I was like, what happened?
I didn't see the super kick, but I got back in time to see the hand hit 3, so that was a good deal.
That's right. I did show a match where you won.
There's not many out.
So there you go. You got one of the skinny dudes with attitudes in the ring, another cruiserweight, another great cruiserweight in our area, and you went toe to toe and you defeated him pretty good. How was that match, man?
Dude, Tyler Aiken was one of those guys that was on my list for a while. And I got the call to say for Solidarity, which was a great event, great show, super successful. And every promotion involved in that show was amazing. But got the call saying you're going to wrestle Tyler Aiken. And that was like the first time like in a while that I would just like smiled while I was looking at my phone. You know what I mean? Like, and
right.
It was a good deal. Tyler Aiken, great match, phenomenal competitor, phenomenal wrestler. So again, that's one of those guys that you need to keep your eye out for.
Right. Now, what is Chris Phoenix's finishing move? What is that move that you go to? What is your go-to move that if you hit it, more than likely the match is over?
You know, there's 2. There's 2 that I have.
Okay.
Right. There's a springboard famouser, or the what was it? The firefall, as Chad Scott deemed it.
There you go.
And then there is the ripcord knee to the face that I call that one the drive-by. So those are the 2 right there. If I hit that and you kick out of it, you're just built different, homie. You know what I mean?
Right, without a doubt. Somebody's trying to get something started, man. Here's Jack Morgan. Excuse me, Jack Morgan saying Lexi still hits harder than you do, Chris.
I've heard.
Are you going to argue with that?
Nope.
Nope.
That's not the first time I've heard it.
Smart
It's not going to
man.
be the last either.
Smart man. I had to tell you that, smart man. You'll be sleeping on that couch you're sitting on. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you what, brother. Jeez.
Oh, Jordan Payne said Jackson Sane and Chris Phoenix would be a credible match. He also said a little while ago, which I agree with. Let me find it. This is a match I would definitely pay my money to see. Austin Jordan versus Chris Phoenix.
That's good. Austin Jordan is one of those guys that whenever I was coming in, he was on top. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So met him a couple of times, but I've shared a couple of locker rooms with him. So hey, man, somebody wants to put it out there. It's put out there. It's on the internet, which means it's never going away.
That's right.
So
it is. We want it.
See it and agree with that. So hey, man, I'm down for
it.
We
want it. We want that happening. Tyler says, where is Hogan?
Hogan is painting her nails right now across from me.
Okay.
She's super uninterested in anything I'm doing because her career is far better. So no, she's listening. she's across from me in the other chair. So
I got you.
That's
I got you. They gotta rib you, man. That's part of being in the brotherhood. They gotta rib you. I think it's great, man. I appreciate everybody that's coming on. We've got a few more minutes left, Chris. Why don't you tell everybody where we can find you on Facebook and where we can find out where Chris Phoenix is wrestling?
Dude, Facebook, Chris Phoenix. I'm sure that Scott tagged me right in the promotional photo earlier. Twitter, Chris X Phoenix, and then Instagram, the Chris Phoenix, and then where you can find me wrestling is, dude. Again, I've been super, super blessed. I'm super, super thankful to be able to work for so many great companies. So right now you can see me in Lincolnton at Titan Wrestling, at AWC, at Uprise. I got those shows coming up. You can go to Burlington. You can watch me at American Lucha. Every Sunday at 5:05, you will be able to see me on School of Morton, right? So that's a big one right there. And I know that there's a couple other that I might be forgetting, and they'll kill me whenever they hear it. But I mean, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I'm never not going to share. Another one that you can find me on, I'm on the pre-show for the first time ever. Coming up here in February, at the end of February, first time ever. Franco Varga and Title Match Network are putting this out, and then you'll be able to find me tagging up with Braden Marshall, and you'll see a lot of really, really good cats like James Johnson and Lexi Steele and Dream Girl Ellie and all these amazing matches. Franco Varga versus Suicide, that's going to be a big one right there. So I mean, hey, as of right now, before I'll just cut it off and I forgot anything. Somebody you can probably rib me in Messenger. So
Kyle said Sundays at SOM, Friday 22nd at Titan, and Saturday 23rd at Lucha. Man, he's got your schedule down pat.
That's my secretary. Somebody hits me up. Hey man, are you available? Braden, am I?
That's a pretty big and rough secretary, man. I just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
It's that Lone Star security team he's got going on right there.
There you go. So let me ask you something, Chris. Let me ask you something. You're traveling the roads with a champion. He is the Lone Star champion. Have you ever thought about going up against him again, a rematch for that Lone Star championship?
I've won the Lone Star championship. I held it, and then he beat me for it again. I've wrestled Kyle. I wrestled Braden for the Lone Star Championship.
You're not going to live that down, sir. I'm just letting you know. You're not going to live that down. Kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe.
Yeah, I know. That's the one rule to be able to stay in the kayfabe in is you got to keep it up.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
man.
Without a doubt.
I've wrestled Kyle. I have wrestled Braden Marshall for the Lone Star Heavyweight Championship a few times, and I'm not a contendership for that anymore right now. Right now, I'm chasing the Titan Heavyweight Championship whenever Braden's on, and then whenever we're together, we're looking for that tag team gold, baby. So
right.
So
well,
yeah,
I could tell you this about Titan Wrestling Southside and your presence at Titan Wrestling Southside. I've done the door for almost every one of their shows, and like I said, we have a thing where we sign. I've said it many times on every show where people will sign to say, "Hey, I've come to see this wrestler." And you are by far right now at Titan Wrestling Southside the number one person that is signed on those tickets.
Oh,
and I'm not even joking. That is not a joke. That is a fact. That is a hashtag truth right there. And I would love to see. I would love to see your advancement and I would love to see you go for that title there at Titan Wrestling Southside. As a fan, I can't wait for that to happen. No matter who it is, no matter who's holding the belt. I would love to see you go up there, man. So
Absolutely.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give before we get out of here? We've been on here for our hour. I'm going to give you a second to give a few shout outs if you would to any companies, any other wrestlers. Again, plug your shows if you want, but I'm going to give the floor to you for the next couple minutes.
Ah, man. The crazy thing is like I've watched enough of your shows to know that this is going to happen, and now I'm at a loss for words. No, man. Like I said, AWC, Uprise, Titan, School of Morton, first time ever. That's gonna be a big one. So, yeah, man.
That's good. That's good.
Lucha, right? Yeah, American Lucha. And then a couple of other companies in the talks right now. Shout outs. I put over Braden Marshall enough, so I'll just go on record and everybody can write this down so I can let you all know I freaking hate that guy. He's a douche. James Johnson.
Blue pills.
Hey, man. Hashtag chew it and do it, baby. You know what I mean? Chew it and do it.
Yeah. We gotta get Braden back on hashtag truth, man. I'm pretty sure Braden would have some things to say about you too. Both. It would just be a fun night, man. Yes, Mr. Braden Marshall, I'm inviting you on. Give me a collar. Let's get you on hashtag truth, man. I want to hear more road stories because that the blue pill thing with the kayfabe, man, that was beautiful. That was probably the best story I've heard all year.
Oh, well, okay. Well, it's only been like 3 weeks, but
hey, well,
yeah, man. No, we've got a lot of stories. We got a lot of stories. So
there's an idea. There's an idea. Kyle said get both of the wrestlers on. There you go.
Put us both on there, man. Hey, I guarantee you, if you
right. We'll bring on as your tag team. That'll work.
You'll hear a lot of stories
without a doubt.
No matter what the car is, no matter what the car is, there will be like 5 or 6 like rotating people, but it's always me and Braden are always like the solid 2. We're always there together. So we've got stories with everybody, man. Just you wait.
There you go, man. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and end it like this. Thank you, Chris Phoenix. I appreciate you coming on hashtag truth, man. You're invited back anytime you want to come back and talk to us. I want to hear more stories. I want to hear more stories about the kayfabe in when you come back, though. I truly do.
All right, thank you very much, buddy. And I've got some for you in my back pocket. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to talk at the show. We'll have to talk at one of the shows coming up, man. And you can tell me some of the stories. I know you can't tell them all over the air.
No, I can't.
I would love to hear them, man. I would end the show like this. There's no better up-and-comer in Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina than Chris Phoenix. He holds the X Division Championship at 505 Live. Come get it. I want you to. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Thursday night when I have Ben Wolf on.